4 test to JUnit 5, I will show you 2 ways. Let's go back to the IDE. In the IDE, we noticed in the last session, in the previous session, we created a JUnit 4 test script. I'm going to copy that JUnit 4 test class and paste it in the same package. However, I'm going to rename it to, how about convert JUnit 4 to JUnit 5 per test. And since I'm going to show you 2 ways, I'm going to put _1. Bingo. Also added to Git. Now, in the pom.xml file, we added the JUnit vintage engine. So all JUnit 4 test scripts can be executed with JUnit 5. At the beginning of this session, we added the JUnit 5 dependency, JUnit Jupyter API. Therefore, in the convert to JUnit 4 to JUnit 5 class, let's import the JUnit 5 Jupyter class. Go to the top, and I'm going to import it by writing import org.junit.jupyter.api. And I'm going to add the asterisk with the semicolon. The asterisk is for all configuration annotations, all test annotations, and all assertions. We no longer need the JUnit package since we're converting from 4 to 5. I can delete, but I'm going to just comment out the package. So the annotations are red and the assertions will be red. We see before class, before, we see the assert, after, and after class, they're red. Let's go ahead and take care of those. So for the first annotation, before class, it is a JUnit 4 annotation that is executed before each class. For the update, we're going to change before class to before all for JUnit 5, and we see it is no longer red. The next annotation is before, which executes before each test method. The annotation in JUnit 5 is called before each. Our test annotation remains the same. There is no update to the test annotation. However, the verification will change from assert to assertions. Recall the syntax is different from JUnit 4 and JUnit 5. We're going to swap the message. So it's not going to be the first parameter for JUnit 5. It's going to be the last parameter. Therefore, let's put the message at the end. Bingo. I'm going to also just make some room by bringing this, by bringing this over some. No, what? I'm going to keep it like that. Now, we swap the messages. Next is the annotation after. It executes after each test method. So we change it to after each. And the last annotation is after class. It updates from after class to after all. And we know that is to execute after each class. That's how we manually convert from JUnit 4 to JUnit 5. To automatically convert our test scripts is the next part I want to show you. We can do Control-Shift-A, and we see it bring up actions. If you have Windows, there's Control-Shift-A. For Mac, you click the Command up key, then A. In this dialog for migrate, we select JUnit 4 to 5. However, there is one issue with this migration map. The issue is, notice the message says this map is for transferring the JUnit 4 test annotations to the new Jupyter ones, may result in red code. Assertions won't be migrated. In other words, this process works for the annotations, but does not work for the assertions. Therefore, let me show you another way that will convert the annotations and assertions. I'm going to copy one more time the JUnit 4 test class, paste it, and I'm going to change the name to convert JUnit 4 to JUnit 5 test _2, so you can know the difference between 1 and 2. Now that we have copied, we can go to File, Settings. I'm already at Inspections and at the place we need. But if you're not at that location, you type in Inspections. And once you type Inspections, you go to this next box and type in JUnit. Now, notice that we see this here part that says JUnit 4 can be JUnit 5. You want to make sure that checkbox is selected. When you select it, you click Apply and OK. Now, the next step that you want to do to convert it automatically is to migrate. You can do it two ways. You can place the cursor in front of the class name. And once you do that, for Mac users, select the Option key, then back arrow. For Windows, you click Control Alt. And once you click Control Alt, let me do that one more time. Control Alt, and that will let you migrate. The other way is to just hover, and you will see Migrate to JUnit 5. They both perform the same type of behavior. When you come to Migrate 5, it shows the refactoring preview window. We see the annotations, and we see the unclassified dropdown. Unclassified are the assertions classes. This window will only show what will be updated. That's what it shows, what will be updated. For annotations, when I click that, we see before class, before method, and the first test method. Although the test method, the test annotation has the same name in JUnit 4 and 5, the package is different. We also see after method and after class, and that also the second test method. Now, unclassified only shows assert equals. That's okay, because that's all we use for this project, but it'll show any kind of assertion that you have. The next step is to click Do Refactor, and that performs the magic of converting from 4 to 5. Now, to verify, I'm gonna show you what happens when you wanna see the history. To verify the changes that are updated, and we see that it did, we go to File, Local History, then Show History. We see at the top, the import statement shows Jupyter. On this side, you see it shows current Jupyter. Before class, updated to before all. The before annotation updated to before each. Notice the verification updated from assert to assertions. Even the message updated, because over here is the first parameter. But on the other side, it's the last parameter. Bingo. Let's also look at the other annotations. after annotation updated to after each, and after class updated to after all. That's it.